Is it pretty gross?
No, it's just poorly designed, because both high and low are good, but also both low and high are bad. Because you roll the die, and then you take that number minus your THAC0, and you can compare that to the target's AC. So having a high AC is bad.
What?
Yes.
Why?
To put it in comparison, a goblin has an AC of 7. A red dragon has an AC of 0.
Why would you do it that way? Whoever thought that was a good idea? Who was like, yeah, let's make this value that's important be better as you go lower for no discernible reason.
Oh god. I'm going to dive on this elite at 44 HP. Here we go.
What's also amusing is you need to roll good to get a low result. You need to roll high to get low results.
Why? How? What?
I love your confusion, because it's entirely valid.
I'm having a hard time fathoming. Who thought this system...
Also, Luke?
Yes?
God damn it, I need to give you ownership of your token.
Sorry. Did I fuck up with the name?
Yes.
What was it before then? I don't remember.
It was just Juno Booker, not with the quote
Whoops.
J unquote.
Why did you change it?
I changed it when I went to the Kobolds game and then had to change it back, but I haven't been here for a while, so...
He always changes his map tool name to be the name of the character. I don't know why. It makes things complicated.
You can just impersonate your character.
It's like logic and
Or-
macroing harder. Hey, Kel.
Yeah.
At least it's not THAC0.
I don't know, because THAC0 seems to have a purpose. There's no purpose between 12 5-foot-long macros. Like, I imagine with THAC0, there's like some meaning to the madness, you know? Like, it probably turns into at least a semi-functional system. But the macros are just needlessly complicated.
Yeah, this run is really rough. Oh my god.
I'll never understand.
It's okay. Neither will I.
Excuse me.
So I want you guys to know, I think I have the most amount of notes for this session. Like, out of any session I've run, in terms of character length. No idea if that speaks to it being a decent session, though.
We will see.
Okay, Jay's now a better pilot and better at shooting. No explanation as to why, because he's been holed up in his room this whole time doing a live stream thing.
VR. There we go.
Sure, why not?
You see, it's the future. Video games can actually help you shoot better.
I haven't been I haven't had a chance to like go back and watch the other streams. I do know at one point the medallions got very hot. Jay was nowhere near his medallion, so would not have noticed this. And
Except it
either.
will
appeared
not
on
have
you.
responded
Yeah,
to
It appears.
any attempt at communication from you guys.
The medallions, like the people that didn't have their medallions with them, suddenly
They
had
had
their
their
medallions.
medallions with them.
Jay just threw it back in the corner.
Get out of here, stupid
Got
medallion.
better shit to do. Yeah.
Fucking Slimer.
And I don't know what you're talking about. The future is now. I mean, we've got Super Hot, which helps you learn real life bullet time.
Can you imagine if that was actually a thing?
It would be stressful as fuck.
Regardless of whether or not it can do that, it's not the future because live streaming isn't a thing.
What?
You can't like stream live to, someone else's computer. That's just science fiction.
But
Yeah,
you can?
definitely not doing
Oh.
that at all.
Yeah.
I think that's the joke, guys.
Yep.
Who will invent the internet? If that's what they'll even call it.
No, no! Damn it.
Steve
I
Jobs was working
believe
on it.
it's an actor. Name of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He invents the internet.
I think he was part of the team that actually created it. Well, created ARPANET, which then became the internet.
I have no idea.
Oh, I died. Okay, well, that was...
Rip.
That was a really crap run. Alright. Well, I did have enough time for a very short Ironclad run, and now I'm getting them served.
Is my mic open or is Discord stuck?
I can hear you.
Huh. Macros are weird.
Are you still trying to figure out Corsair Utility Engine?
I had it set up before, and then I unset it up.
Why?
I don't know. I couldn't get it to stop doing the thing, and now I have it set up. I just have not done this in a while, so it's set up and it's still going, I guess. Like, it's got the input there. It just needs to like stop at some point, like when I let go of the button, and it's not doing that.
Did you do it the way I suggested last time?
I
Instead
don't
of making
remember
it-
the way it was suggested last time. It's been a while.
So, what you do is
Luke, your ability to constantly have technical problems astounds me.
you open up my Corsair Utility Engine. Alright, you're in the profile you want to change, right? Okay. Go to Actions. And instead of going to Macro, you go to Remap Key. Do you see the drop down where it says Macro for you?
Oh, connections going to shit, I guess.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard go into profile. No, I heard go into the profile and then,
Okay, go to Actions.
yeah.
And okay, do you see, like, you have a thing to make macros down at the bottom, right?
Yeah, I got the macro thing.
Okay, ignore that. Go to the drop down arrow that's right above it, where it says macro.
Uh-huh.
Go to remap key.
Remap key?
Yes.
Okay.
And that will
Okay,
fix
I
it.
got it.
Or you could just switch to Logitech.
Advanced Research
No.
Projects Agency Network, created with funding from the U.S. military by a team led by ARPA Director Charles M. Hertzfeld. After convincing Bob Taylor, operated by the U.S. military to connect military bases, it was opened to organizations of higher learning, and with the invention of IP, the internet was born. Thank you.
Yeah, so it didn't stop doing the thing that it's doing.
Did you delete the macro?
What the hell?
Yeah, the macro's gone.
What is it doing?
It is just constantly holding down the tilde key.
Restart your computer?
That's just gonna take longer. I'm gonna just, do this the boring way, I guess.
Alternatively,
Give me a drink.
sledgehammers. It's not gonna fix anything, but it's an option.
Well,
I think Corsair Utility Engine's fucked.
I think Corsair sucks.
I think you're biased.
I deleted the macro and it's still going.
Restart your computer?
Rip.
I'm absolutely biased.
oh no, to
Feedback.
stop that, Axel has to shut the server. This has happened before.
Hmm?
If the macro continually runs after you press it, you have to reset the
No,
server.
he means a
Mouse macro.
button macro on his
Oh.
computer. Yeah. Don't worry. So, apparently Georgia is defending its voting system despite one precinct having a 243% turnout rate.
Huh.
Yeah,
Good job, Georgia.
we have different percentages here.
Alternative percentages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matches their alternative culture.
Yeah, but something, it's the blue states that commit voter fraud. Something.
The computer's still restarting, but I'm on mobile now.
Slam dunk.
Actually, depending on some counties, it might just be the whole county is illegal immigrants. Census.
I just warn you guys, I am like super freaking sleepy.
It's okay. I fell asleep at noon.
Like I've been changing around furniture all day. So
My doggo is super freaking cuddly.
I don't understand what any of these things have to do with the other things.
yeah, what?
To me, it sounded like 3 different people interjecting into a conversation, but it would be a different conversation given the context of each thing said.
No,
Isn't
I
that
was.
how
I'm
conversations work?
tired because I changed around furniture today.
Yeah.
And I'm also
All day.
tired and passed out.
And my dog is super cuddly right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one that doesn't make sense in the context of the sentence is Sophie's.
Now you're
We
just
all
being a
have our
bully.
distractions. Huh.
Also, I'm getting an Oculus Rift soon, so Skyrim
Cool.
VR, heading my way.
Can you email me some Oculus Rifts?
No.
Kikoni,
Yeah.
have you seen the bullshit that is dual wielding with the Skyrim VR?
Oh yeah.
It's like the only way to play it.
Right, I understand, but people just break it due to not turning off the system. Where if you just lightly tap people, it hits them. There's an option that you turn on where you actually have to make full swings.
Yeah, but that's less fun and ridiculous.
It's far more balanced, and that's what I care about.
Fair enough.
It probably feels more satisfying too.
Yeah.
I agree, but it's also silly to just flail at someone with knives.
But VR looks freaking amazing. Skyrim VR looks awesome.
Doug is running right now. Doug's game is on the list.
If you find out the Oculus just doesn't work out well for whatever reason, I've heard the PSVR is actually super good, and if you buy some like third-party software, you can use that on PC as a Vive. Like it's recognized as a Vive, and the technology they use in the displays
It's really
makes
similar,
it
yeah.
better.
Yeah, and so I know the wireless Vive is coming out soon, so
The Vive.
might hold off on the Oculus Rift and just pick up a Vive.
Yeah.
But either way, I want to do VR, so.
Oh, cool. I'm kind of tempted to like. I don't have the PS4, but I've been looking at those like bundles with the PSVR because they have some really solid exclusives.
Yeah.
Like the Star Wars game where you're in the cockpit of an X-wing, and that.
Right.
I think Psychonauts VR is also exclusive to PS4.
I think
Probably
just
start
VR
soon.
is the future of gaming, undoubtedly. So.
I'm doubtful on that. This will it's lasted longer this time around, but I don't think we're quite to the point where VR is here to stay yet.
I guarantee you, it's gonna stay as a resort gaming thing.
I agree as well, because I think that it's being pushed a lot harder than it ever has been right now. It has a lot more support. The downfall of VR in the past has always been a lack of support. And because of that, it doesn't seem like a worthwhile investment. I am convinced that Skyrim VR is all it takes to give VR a push into being the next step for gaming. So.
I dispute that, but I haven't actually checked on how Alexas have been selling, so maybe Skyrim is the big seller. It's on the Switch. Switch is selling well. It's on VR. You think VR is there to stay? Maybe it is. So
Well, it's definitely here to
another
stay.
Wait and see.
But it's not replacing other forms of gaming.
Another correlation between
I didn't even say it was.
No!
other forms
Damn
of
it!
gaming. I said that it is the future of gaming. There's a big difference between those two.
another thing that is a correlation between the Switch and VR, Doom.
yeah,
No, I was saying
there's
that.
no Doom for Amazon Alexa though.
I was saying that.
That
in,
is true. They need to get on that.
What I was saying was, I don't think that the correlation between other systems selling well and VR selling is relevant, because VR isn't going to replace other systems.
Oh, I agree with that. Yes. Yeah,
But-
I don't think it's a theory about replacement. You have to realize that before something can even threaten to replace anything, it has to reach a certain level of prominence. And other consoles and everything are going to sell just as well as they have always been, but that doesn't necessarily have any effect over the market for VR. What?
Jamie, what the fuck are you doing?
Someone keeps teleporting my token around, messing it up.
Hold on.
Damn it! Alright, there we go.
Are we starting soon?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I am not ready.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Not surprised.
So I do have a question for you, Luke.
Mm-hmm.
How is Jay meeting back up with the party?
I don't know. I need a quick recap on where people are. What's going on?
Basically, you landed at the mining facility, talked with people, and then weird stuff started happening, and people started, or the one non-bug people there started panicking. And the party decided to run into the mine and try to figure out what the fuck was going on. Found that a lot of the effectively meat robot drones were just kind of wandering around. Some of them turned hostile, and there was a very odd metallic door that was opened by a blue ghostly figure.
I wonder if now my message will be there for
Who the heck is controlling my...
Yeah, what the
Scrolling.
heck?
Are you getting the same thing, Sophie?
Yeah.
I'm getting the same thing. It's very hard to write with it. Yay, it stays there forever now!
How is this happening?
I assumed it was Axel doing stuff.
No.
But I no longer have to hold the space.
Jamie, stop moving. I think it might
I'm
be
not
your
moving.
stuff.
I'm not even at my computer right now.
What the fuck?
Who's hacking my computer?
No one's hacking anything, but like...
Sorry guys, I was playing a little Overwatch before the session, and I picked Sombra, and I guess I made an enemy on the other team.
I don't want to hear the silliness. I actually want to figure out what's going on. What the crap?
I'm pretty sure something's been macroed to the set view on Axel's side. Or mapped to his setting view.
Because it teleported me to the Xander Mines map, and then I came back, and then it started moving me and scrolling in and stuff.
What the fuck?
I'm not playing tonight, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta exit map tools.
Okay.
Jamie, you moved your token, right?
Yeah, I just did that.
Okay, alright.
Okay, let's Control F. I'm
Okay.
just gonna hit Control F.
It did it
now.
again!
Is it
Yeah.
me? No, it's not me.
I hit Control F.
It just did what?
What
Yeah,
the
yeah.
What
Alright,
the
close-
actual fuck?
Is it doing it to you, Axel?
Close and reopen
At
the server.
some point, I had hit Control Shift F.
Yeah.
Why is that even a thing?
Oh, what is
Center
that?
players on current view continuous.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, Control F shifts us all to your view, and then Control Shift F does even more.
Why
fun
is
things.
that a thing? And
Score
also,
for Jamie. He was right.
So
that is the first time I have consciously hit Control Shift and F since Map Tool has been open.
It's
Okay.
probably like
Did you turn it off? Because...
Yes, I'm moving around.
Okay, got it.
Eric does that sometime. You don't remember Eric talking about Control F and how it shifts view? That's how
Yes, I know Control F does it. I didn't know Control Shift F was a function. I'm confused as to why it is a function. And also, I had never hit Control F since I had opened Map Tools.
Gotcha. Well, let's keep going.
Fucking weird. Ugh. Are you trying to create a dot singularity now?
So how's Juno getting here?
That's a good question. Hold on, I'm loading up the map a minute here. Give me a second.
Jamie crashes map tools with these dots. I'm gonna quit.
Well, game over. The solar system exploded. Have fun!
Rip.
I really wish it had an animation play that actually has you go to each point when you let go of it.
It does on Roll20.
Oh man, oh you shouldn't have told me that.
Few things are glorious, or more glorious in...
Oh, my next session is ruined.
Few things are more glorious in Roll20 than when, like, all of the players notice something being odd and, like... You know how sometimes in Map Tool, you hold space and it just does the pointer thing, and then you have a bunch of spazzing pointers? The Roll20 equivalent is much better, because then you just get so many different pings.
Alright, so, Juno. The stuff.
Yeah, the stuff.
How is?
Juno's voice comes in over the comms. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Con wrapped up. Where are you now? Ship's empty.
We're currently in the
your
mines.
planet side. A mine? What?
Yes, I can send you the coordinates.
Alright.
Expect hostile presences.
Yeah, great.
If those things we
You stay
passed
put,
turn
I'll be
on,
there.
he's gonna have a tough time getting to us.
Hopefully they have not become hostile. They seemed docile before.
Didn't these ones seem docile until they got hostile?
No,
Huh.
these ones were from the start very protective.
I don't know about that. They were actually just as docile, and then when we walked over to the certain area they didn't like us walking over to, then they became hostile.
Ergo, they were more protective than the others.
Well, we actually don't know if that's the case, because
But
the
what
others...
if their protection triggered everyone else's protection as well.
Yeah.
This is a
Here,
valid
I'll test.
hypothesis.
And I'll run to one of them.
That wasn't in character. I'm just
Oh,
saying things out loud.
I like the random shooting.
I meant to edit it, but
Gotcha.
He ended up shooting the ship
Jay
instead.
was putting his gun in his holster, doing a little spin with it, and finger slipped. So there may be a small hole in the interior of the ship. Don't worry about it. The hull's fine.
I think you may have missed the ship with that roll.
That was almost Snake Eyes.
Almost. But
If
it
it was
was.
Snake Eyes, he would have shot something important.
Guys, so these like medallion things.
Hey,
It's
hey,
okay if they're dented, right?
hey, Luke, you're clipping your microphone really bad.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Like you're exceeding its volume cap or something, and it's causing you to clip.
Sorry about that. I'm not any closer or farther than I was before.
Yeah, I have no idea why that is, but it like it hurts my ears really badly.
So Jay is
How's
heading
this? Am I good?
down into the mines.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, Jay's heading for the mines.
Give me a stealth roll. See if you can make it unnoticed. I say you do.
Close one.
Well, you rolled a 1 and then a 9, so you rolled a 9. So I think you're fine.
Still close.
so eventually he'll be able to make his way down?
Yes.
Cool.
Please copy the token from the ship, and yeah, like now, and so if you did it before, because I made changes to the macros because
I had not.
increase.
Yep.
Well, good.
Also, is everyone else's token up to date on this map, or should I pull them all from the character storage?
We didn't level up again, did we?
That's right. Forgot Luke had been gone a little while.
Yeah.
Sacha's
So-
up to date.
The door lies open, and notes. Notes are slightly inaccurate because I figured things would be happening a bit sooner, time-wise. But anyway, as the door had opened, you catch a few of the floor tiles near the end of the room sliding to meet the wall, as if the room had just finished assembling itself. Aside from symbols that, like those that were seen on the outside, the room is empty. Just a box of metal.
Just a box of metal. Would a smarts roll help us determine what it might be?
Sure. Anyone else throwing their hat into the ring?
Shoot. Let me get my character sheet open. Smarts. Yeah, good job, Archie. I'm not going to bother re-rolling that. I don't care.
Jesus. Anyone else? You actually can't do worse than Archie.
Don't forget we all have 3
I
bennies
think
now.
differ.
Yes.
Goose rolled.
Alright. So, both Sacha and Zeus, it's perhaps a bit of leap of logic, but a box with strange symbols on the side of it, that could be an elevator?
Alright. Sacha will say, that may bring us to another level of the caverns. I suggest caution.
Oh, I did do better.
Did you just make your own smarts roll? Like your own
Yeah.
macro for it?
You have it on your character sheet.
What?
That
Yeah, you just press
hyperlink
the
that
smarts button.
I don't have the character sheet.
Did you just make the character sheet macro?
here, I'll do it for you.
Oh yes, everyone has my thing.
There you go.
That are people entering the room?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Zeus will watch them enter with his gun drawn,
I will enter it from the front.
as opposed to.
Anywhere else in the order.
Oh, how
Oh,
long does it?
you said at the front. I thought you said from the front, and I was like, yeah, that's the only option we have right now.
How long does it take for Juno to get down here?
Given that I assume he would be taking a bit of a slower pace while sneaking, maybe about 10 minutes.
Ah, okay.
Especially considering he doesn't know the layout.
Right. So yeah.
He may
Sacha.
not know the layout, but he does have their coordinates, so he can make his way there.
Mhm.
Yeah, you'd be able to get there, no problem. It just might take you a little extra, finding dead ends and such.
So
But,
Sacha.
Fair.
Hmm.
Is Archie entering? I didn't hear from Yukiko.
Yeah, he's
Okay. Well, good news to Zeus. Nothing horrible happens to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Is there bad news?
Yeah, I was waiting for him to say bad news. They all disappear, and he's left alone.
No, No, there is no bad news. They enter the room. It's a metal room.
Do you
And-
guys see anything else in there?
I don't know.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's a 22 on a D6.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Exploding dice exploded.
Man, I wish I had more interest in this room because no, you don't see anything.
Well,
Dude,
that was
Adam's gonna
wasted.
freak you out.
Nothing of note. Let's continue.
All right.
Continue where? Shouldn't we wait on Jay?
Isn't he here?
Oh, I thought he was 10 minutes away.
No, I was just asking out of character. I was
Oh.
just asking how long it would have taken for my spell points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my fault. I was definitely paying the closest of attention.
So, we're approaching the metal box. And unless nothing of note happens, we're just gonna press the buttons until we go down or up.
There's buttons.
There are symbols on the wall.
Symbols?
I'm trying to think of how to describe them.
Like runes?
Yes, like raised runes. You're not sure what they mean, though.
And the box has nothing on it.
The box is the room.
Oh, okay.
It's a square box of a room.
Gotcha. So,
See, now I was confused.
Fair enough.
so
Alright. Well, Zeus will follow the rest of the party in after he sees they're not being ambushed.
Alrighty. As he crosses the threshold, the door begins to slowly close, and a couple of the symbols light up in sequence, followed by the feeling of descending.
that was easy enough.
Zeus will once again search it for cameras or something to try and figure out how they knew that he was the last person, or how it knew.
Give me a notice roll. You're not seeing anything that looks like a camera. It's possible that there are cameras smaller than what you could see with your eyes, but yeah, you're not seeing anything.
And how long does it take before the lift stops?
That's a puzzling question, because I'm going to need everyone to make a spirit roll.
Oh,
Jay is present now, correct?
that is
Yes.
a smarts roll. There you go. Hey, Zeus. Hey, Jay. I think Archie may have passed. Maybe.
Alright. Unfortunately, there are only 2 passes. However, this is a group effort, not per person. And I'm going to need 2 people to roll me a d4, because there are interesting things that will be happening. Just a straight d4. Someone re-roll one. Calm down.
Generally, what I do, by the way, Axel, is I just pick 2 people at random. Just be like, Sophie, roll me a d4.
Fair enough.
Because it
And
stops the whole very Thank you, Sophie.
Yep.
It stops the very chaotic. Who can roll the d4 first?
It's stacking it again. Trying to copy tokens. Over to a new map. As shit. Thought I had everything set up on this map, and I do not. Dog Wars bullshit. So that was wrong. Don't mind me. I'm just being bad. It's fine.
That's pretty normal.
I would love to dispute that, but you're not wrong. Anyway. Boop, new map available. Called Facility. As the elevator descends, you all find yourself in an odd room that you don't remember walking into. Again, it is made out of metal. And, oh, you missed a line there. Again, because
But is it a metal? Is it a box full of metal?
You could describe it as such. There are partial walls that reach from floor to ceiling, and in the center of the room, on both the ceiling and the floor, there are perhaps hatches. It's hard to tell. And behind, there is a door.
Cool. We got a boss fight coming.
Oh, there we go.
How did we arrive here?
That's a good question. Even the music's changing.
Yes, all of you have a moment to question why and how you are here now.
Is there any sign of the lift that we were just on?
Perhaps behind the door, but you couldn't tell.
So we just blacked out for a moment.
Not even that, it's just one moment you were on the elevator going down, and the next you're here.
There are random people joining this room. So big.
Really?
To watch together?
Yeah.
No, that's me.
Oh.
I left it partway through and then joined again.
I forgot to join in the first place.
And then when you said something about the music, it made me remember that I'd left it.
So many bloops. I feel like that's on purpose now. God damn it.
So, let's get a notice roll going. Probably don't notice anything.
I don't have a notice macro. Notice is what is notice again? What governs it? Excuse me.
Smarts.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, just
I'll take a notice.
Could someone just roll me a d4 -2?
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Thank you. There you go. I'll take that top one.
Well then. Is Michael going to be taking a look around?
Do I have notice? Yes.
Alrighty. Everyone except Sasha. You notice that there are signs of battle in this room. Subtle, but they're there. The occasional burn mark on the wall, scratchings, maybe something akin to a shell casing or two.
Can Zeus figure out how recent these signs of battle appear to be? Like,
Yes, but I'm not sure what skill that would be.
Probably a general knowledge at a penalty if you don't have, like, some sort of martial smarts trained. Martial knowledge.
How do you general knowledge?
Smarts roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Or, and then if there's a penalty, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's hard to say. It's possible that it's recent. It's also possible that this room just hasn't seen. Well, it's possible that the room has been cleaned, or it's possible that they're just like dust and other signs of time passing don't appear for one reason or another.
Interesting.
Also,
Well.
I'm trying to scroll to where the skills are in the book, because that would be useful. There we go.
Perhaps we should continue forth. Find our way back up.
Agreed.
And as you turn to face the wall, or the door, rather, you hear one of the hatches slide open. One near the ceiling, and a strange metallic orb drops down before sprouting panels. It makes a few beeps, turns to face you, and then brandishes what appear to be barrels of guns. That will be initiative.
Hostiles detected.
Let's just make sure that's good by hitting reset a few times and deal initiative. Oh dear God, I'm sorry.
Hey,
What's this new card thing now? I like it.
It's not new.
Yeah,
It's
I
right
don't
here.
remember this.
yeah.
I don't remember you.
Oh.
Damn.
Take that.
Rude.
So, Michael, I'm sorry, all of these are a net +4 from the die result.
all right. None of them deal damage to me.
Including the 5, or the, what would that be? 7 for 21 damage. The very
Oh,
first
+4 right
one.
there. Yeah, that one will hit. So what, shaken? Yeah, that's the one.
Could put it through
I
the damage
think-
macro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
your
your sheet
character
has
sheet.
damage.
My toughness right?
Oh, you did your toughness weird, so it's probably not gonna work.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you-
I'm shaken. So I can do 21 minus 19. That's 2. Not greater than 4, so that's just not a wound yet.
Okay. So you are shaken but not damaged.
Shaken, but not stirred.
Zeus.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Alrighty. What the actual fuck?
Zeus does shooting
Holy-
things good.
That's a
Okay,
raise.
roll an extra d6.
That's 2
Yeah.
raises, but it doesn't matter.
That's at least 6 raisins.
That's a whole vineyard of raisins.
I don't think that's how raisins work.
That is actually enough to blast this thing into bits.
Oh, okay. Well,
Good combat.
yeah, good fight. Glad we had that one. Alright. Shift the music.
That's actually not the end of it.
Oh,
Ah. You okay, Michael?
Yeah,
You
I
will
was
have,
shaking it for a second, but then I remember how to stand up.
the initiative will continue in order. So, Jay, you going to be doing anything?
Yeah, drawing my weapon and making a roll for cover right over there. That's acrobatics, yeah?
You can just walk.
You can
could
just walk, but if you
Yeah,
want
but I
to
wanna
be
make a roll.
fancy as fuck, you can roll acrobatics.
So it's probably just a dex
Agility, right?
Or,
agility.
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. I'm mixing systems and skills. So good news, you're tactical.
Wait, is there another
Yeah.
map? I thought everything was literally just theater of the mind until right now.
There is actually a combat map.
Yeah, I get that now.
So I do not have. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Sacha,
Sacha's going to motion for Archibald to follow her and take cover over here.
Can I hack Juno
I mean, like,
and
With a
turn him into a
knife?
puppy?
that
No.
requires a bit.
Okay, alright. Then
Different
I'll follow.
skills?
I will, good turn, Archie.
And last, Michael.
do I have to do a thing to unshake it?
Yes.
Yes, I think it's a vigor roll.
Target of 4.
Vigor. That's an 8.
Yeah, I think you succeeded. Yeah.
Alright.
That is actually a raise, so I think you can take your turn normally.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the dead robot.
You somehow miss with the laser.
No, he doesn't.
He rolled a 2.
He rolled
Wild
a 5.
card of
Wild
5.
card.
Oh, fucking. Never mind. I'm dumb. And my brain might not actually be working. But yes, you have shot the bit of robot that was left.
I got it, guys. It's all good.
Affirmative. Good work.
Glad we have you around.
And just as the sentiment is said, 3 more of them drop from the ceiling.
Well, we could all just hide until Michael kills them all.
Negative.
Since there's 100 rolled, reset.
I mean, I feel like it's the safest option.
Whoa! A lot of people got jokers!
Uh,
Did you? Is that because the deck didn't reload or something?
no, I did reload the deck. There we go.
I thought it was just the one joker.
No, there's 2 jokers. It's a standard 52 card deck.
We always take them out.
Make sure you go to the next one.
Anyway, Zeus.
I'm gonna shoot that one now.
Alright. As a note, you get +2 to any roll taken during this turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that one.
Alrighty.
Yeah, right. So 6.
Holy fuck that damage.
I hear
Zeus
it's
uses
good.
big old bullets.
I hear that's good in some nations.
As a note, that is exactly what you needed to hit. And I'm not even going to attempt to figure out how fucking dead it is, because it's dead.
Well, this is going well.
Sacha.
Sacha is going to use her right to not fight right away and interject on someone's turn.
Alrighty. Michael.
First to the second one. If it's dead, second one to the second. What? Second one. To the, yeah, that was right.
Yeah. First to the first one, second to the second one. If the first one is second one dead, second one.
Second one. The second at the second.
But who's
Yeah,
on
at that
third?
second.
So, the first one will hit with a raise, the second will miss.
Alright.
These things are smaller than what you're used to shooting at.
You could. Nah, the Benny is not worth that.
So that is 7 damage.
Yep. And what's the-
Any AP on that?
Oh yeah. Which one's that? Blaster? Blaster's got AP2.
Alright. Give me a moment, I'm getting a phone call.
What's the action to pull out a weapon?
An action.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus. Are you okay, Jamie?
yeah, why?
Just all of a sudden heard blah.
Was
I
that
love
it?
how people assume that when I say I'm doing something at 7, it means that at 7:45 I will be free,
Yep.
as if things don't take time. Anyway, what AP did you say it had?
2.
So that's 7 AP2, effective 9 damage. That is just short of blasting this one into bits.
It's alright, Archie will kill him. Archie's got this.
Actually, can robots be shaken?
If not,
Yes.
Sasha's got an advantage.
Kel, do you remember that?
Yes, they can.
Okay. Right, they ignore one level of wounds. That's what
Archie
it is.
reaches forward and shakes Sachin. Just to prove a point.
Fair enough. Move that token.
What's the pace in this game?
It's on your
It's
token.
6 by default.
Alright, then I'll move to here.
Good
Oh
cover.
wait. No, don't leave me.
Oh.
I didn't move because you were in front of me.
It doesn't look like people provide cover though.
This one is going to float over this way and do something of flanking with Michael. And all of these will have a net +2.
And before that happens,
Oh,
Sasha's going to peer from behind cover and shoot the fuck out of it.
alrighty.
Very good.
Which one of these? This one.
That one over there.
I'm gonna Benny that roll.
Okay.
Watch it be awful.
There we go.
Never mind.
That is still unfortunately not enough to hit. Or actually, no. No, you are. Because you are only one size difference.
And I have the Joker benefit.
I also forgot about that. So that is 15 damage, which is enough to incinerate this thing. As it collapses to the ground. The laser guns firing erratically and thankfully not hitting anything.
Did you say erratically or erotically?
Both.
I will leave that to your discretion.
Well, continuing his contribution. Yes, go on.
Fair enough. Juno.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot this one.
Alrighty. That is enough to hit.
Oh shoot, I have to. Where's damage? Sorry, I'm on top of things. It's okay. Don't worry.
I don't believe you. Six damage? That is unfortunately not enough. So
Shoot.
you do connect with the plating solidly, but unfortunately didn't quite do enough to bypass its armor.
Of note, if it makes a difference, it is armor piercing too.
That
The
will not
slug
make
thrower.
enough of a difference.
Darn.
So it wouldn't have shaken?
Nope.
Well.
Is this thing's bigger? So that is. An unshake. There's the remove all functionality.
Oh.
I
That
hope
ends the
Archie gets the
initiative.
Joker so I can just be like, in the meantime, Archie stays still.
Welp.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna spend a GM Benny to have this thing be not shaken anymore.
Oh, Luke's PC lost power. We're off to a good start.
Oh wait, what?
If I remember correctly, he has a laptop with a very, very finicky battery. So,
Hi.
hi.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Could be better.
What happened?
By it, I mean my computer. So it's this laptop, and the battery's shot, so it has to be plugged in all the time. But also, the power jack is fiddly, so sometimes
God.
it's not plugged in all the time. Yeah.
Is it? What that? I know exactly what port you have because I've seen that happen to so many of my students.
Yeah,
And
it's a
always just
barrel
one
jack.
port type. The HP
Yeah.
port is the best.
Continuing.
Yes.
Oh, the old.
Continuing, this drone, no longer flanked, or no longer shaken, is going to learn and fly this way and shoot at Sacha. These will not have a +2.
So, is it the first one?
It would be the first one and the second one of the second SMG.
Ouch. Alright.
So
What
for
kind?
9, then 5. They are energy.
They're laser?
Yep, laser SMGs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Archie can actually survive this fight. Wow,
So,
surprises everywhere. I mean,
none of those affect her.
Fantastic.
All of the lasers just fizzle out in front of her.
Michael.
Bang bang.
very good. Very good, Michael.
Only the first one will hit.
It's just like, hey, Val!
And you said that that one has AP2?
Yeah. They both do.
Not enough to cause damage. You do shake it. Again. Sasha!
Please go away. Pew pew!
Alrighty. That will be enough. Or wait. Does the fire have AP?
No.
No, so then that's 7 flat. Not enough.
Fine. Wow. Great roll, Zeus.
That is a raise. And it actually doesn't matter what you roll. Because it's enough. You actually got that dead on to hit with the first attack, dead on for a raise with the wild card, and dead on for damage. I'm impressed. And once again, the room is silent for a few moments. Jay.
Sorry, I'm still booting up that computer. They're all dead, yeah?
Yes, all
Okay.
4 of the drones that you've encountered so far have been dealt with.
Notice to see if the hatches are going to open again, and just look around the room.
Alrighty. I can hit that for you.
Appreciate it.
You got a 5 and a 1. Are you sticking with us, or would you like to Benny it?
The 5 will do.
Okay. Taking a moment to look around, you don't see any signs of progress, except that the hatches have not reclosed. There's the one on the floor in the center that has yet to open, and two on the ceiling.
Jay will point those out, and that maybe we should close those up or something. Anyone got like a fusion torch or something?
I have a gun.
I also have a gun.
We need something that will melt the metal.
I have a
Your
laser
guns
sword.
do that.
I have my
Laser
sense of
sword.
humor.
Laser sword should do the trick, right?
For what it's worth, it's not actually a laser sword, it's hard light.
Perhaps if it has computer components, it can be hacked.
Perhaps indeed. Speaking of computers, Archie!
Yeah. Hey. Is there any computers around?
From where you're standing, you can't tell. It's possible that the hatches have something of a panel, but you'd have to get closer.
Where are these hatches?
Over towards the center. You could
Okay, yeah,
realistically reach
Seems
the...
like real safe idea for the guy with 4 pace. I'll get over there in 6 turns. It's all right.
You could reasonably reach the one on the floor. The ones with the ceiling you need assistance to reach. You can sprint. Rolling
How do
your
I do
run
that?
die. It counts as an action. You roll your run die. I think yours is a D4 because I think you lower it from the drawback.
Or you could just try and hack the corpse of the robot that you're right next to.
That one's the one that got like extra exploded.
That's the one that got burnt.
Ah.
This is the one that got extra exploded. This one just got regular exploded. And this one got, like, it's still mostly intact.
Oh yeah, 4 pace. Well, we'll make it around there sometime. All right.
Righty.
Good tactical positioning, Archie. Archie will pat Sacha on the shoulder. I'm going for it.
And the last 2 hatches on the ceiling slide open. 2 more turns
Oh,
we drop down. As well as the one in the middle, or in the center of the floor, opens. And what you can think to describe as a mechanical monstrosity appears. It's a rather large robot that looks like it was cut in half and refused to die.
It does.
Huh.
Can we name this one Tsunade?
That's a reference that I do not get.
That was perfect. That's its name.
Does anyone remember if there were hundreds rolled last time? I don't think there were.
There
There
were-
are 200.
Oh, not last time.
Not that round.
Oh.
Well, Archie!
Sorry. Hey!
You got
Uh,
100.
Yeah, he's gonna go first, definitely. That's happening because he can get over here behind Michael, where he's safe, and try to hack this thing.
Alrighty, give me a computers at +2.
Let me make sure it's at the right thing. Computer's at a +2. Okay, add 2 to this. Okay, very good.
Alrighty. So, what is the purpose of this? What are you trying to
I'm
accomplish?
trying to reactivate it under my control.
Alrighty. You are able to do so. It will be slightly penalized, as it is beat to all fuck. But it does reactivate, and is...
I'd like to roll a repair check as well as another action to see if I can fix it up in it, I guess.
Normally, in Savage Worlds, you'd have to declare all your actions at the same time, but I'll allow this because you still would have succeeded very well with a -2 on the first roll.
Oh, does it give it to the first roll as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay, I was confused. All right.
It gives it
perfectly
to
fine.
every roll.
So
Okay.
make
Yeah.
a repairs
Ah.
as is, because it would cancel out the bonus.
1d12. Oh, so just as is because it cancels out the Joker bonus. Okay, I got it. There's your 6.
And roll a wild card, because you might as well.
Yeah. Give me just a second. It's 1d6. I'll take the top one.
It's not pretty, but it'll work.
Sick.
And assuming that things don't go horribly, you will be able, assuming things don't go horribly or go perfectly, you'll be able to command this drone on your next turn.
Cool. Okay. Great.
And then the brute.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
that was
lost
the-
Luke again.
I think
Nice.
his computer might have started up, or his phone died.
I think he's switching back to his computer
Yeah.
since
Hello?
he connected.
And he's back. Back again.
Jay is back.
Tell a
Oh,
friend.
friend.
Fair enough. Anyway, this
Good
brute
chorus,
is
guys.
going to rush
No.
Zeus and attempt to smash him with a hand. That
Did he just
formatting
backhand
is
Zeus?
terrible.
That works.
There we go. Instantly fixed.
Wow.
So
What was
versus
that?
your
I have parry of 2.
Yep, so that's 10 damage AP2.
so he shakes you.
Okay.
You're shaken.
Then
It's a tough one. Tough drone. Gonna flank. And hello, Michael.
How's he flanking, Michael?
I'm good.
when I
now
do
you
the
can roll another d6.
Yes.
okay, when I do the damage macro, it says the attack didn't shake me.
Yeah, because your toughness is 11, and that did
It
10.
doesn't factor in AP2. Yeah.
But it asked me to put in the AP, and I put in 2.
But if your toughness is 11 and it ignores 2 of that, so it's 9, wouldn't that be shaken?
I'm just saying what the macro says.
I may very well be misremembering stuff, so give me a moment.
Oh, I can shake myself that way.
Well, you might be right. Come on, just need things to load. Sid World, GM cheat sheet. Scroll down to where the thing is. Nope, you would be shaken. Because I wasn't sure if it had to exceed by 4 to shake you, or...
No, that's when it actually deals a wound.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but there was enough doubt in my mind to look it up. So that is that. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Michael has ridiculous toughness.
Yep.
You have to
But
roll an
nobody
extra
else does.
d6 for that 14.
Yeah, you do need to roll
Oh.
d6. Hey, that one does damage.
I had it queued up, I just did not hit enter. That was
Wow,
my
that actually wounded you, Michael.
Yeah.
Wow! What a game.
Holy cow.
It
Hope it
would
doesn't hit
wound
anyone
and
else.
shake. Because it's impossible to become wounded without also being shaken.
Oh, I'm just gonna on my turn get rid of the shaking anyway with that thing.
With a Benny?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Sacha is going to try something. Is that area in its torso actually there? on the
No.
brute? What?
It is
Like that zappy
The-
stuff?
That is arcing electricity.
Sacha's going to run over here, pick up this bot, and stick it in that middle section.
Bold.
Okay. I'm going to need a roll from you, but I don't know what.
Fighting, perhaps? Since it's a physical assault with a...
Yeah, that seems the most accurate. What is
So you're probably versus Perry too.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fighting
You know,
is
it
all
would
for
be
you.
important if I listed what the thing's parry was.
You can tell looking at the fighting roll. It has more than 4 parry. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what it would be, because parry is
it has a D10.
2 plus half the
So it's
die?
5.
So
Oh,
yeah, that'd
then
be
7. Oh, I can just look at me to figure it out. I have an 8.
Unfortunately, it seems wise to your tactics, and as you go to put the drone in, simply grabs it and shoves it aside.
So not only was she unsuccessful, she no longer has the drone in her hand.
You'd have it in your hand, it would throw you slightly off balance for a second.
I tried.
Nothing mechanically. Zeus!
Zeus will spend a Benny to unshake himself, I guess.
Ready?
State shaken, no. And then, are there attacks of opportunity in this system? I forget.
Yes.
Alright. And do they trigger from just walking away or from shooting close range as well?
No, shooting close range just means you go against their parry rather than the target number 4.
And I think you can't use large weapons.
Right, you can
You're
only
correct,
use
you
light
cannot.
weapons. Yeah.
Alright. Then Zeus is gonna drop his sniper and quick draw his...
And
Does-
yes, non-shaken adjacent foes get 1 free attack at a retreating character.
Alright. Yeah, Zeus is gonna drop his sniper, quick draw his pistol, and try and blow this thing's eyeball out.
Clever.
Wow. Congrats, Zeus. You officially suck.
You spend a minute.
Yeah, I guess he will spend a Benny.
That is enough to hit, but not the eye specifically.
Alright.
As for damage, that'd be effectively 9. That would be enough to shake it, but not to do damage. Michael, you said you were going to spend a Benny to unshake?
Yep.
Alrighty. Track that.
I did.
And then you have your turn.
Shots at the one that hasn't shot yet.
Alright. Jesus. Roll a raise for the first one, though I don't think it... Yeah. Yeah, that's effectively...
13 ACP. So 15 with the armored.
Yeah, this thing cannot withstand that. You have blasted it. Jay! There's a big scary robot now.
Yeah. Jay will be dropping his slug thrower and instead drawing his blaster pistol that he's had this entire time and just forgot about for a minute. Still able to take a shot, yeah?
What was that?
I'm still able to take a shot after drawing it.
Yes, though you'd take a -2 because drawing or readying a weapon is an action.
That's alright.
That is enough to hit.
Oh, hold up. had it copied earlier. Just
Hey, not quite enough damage to make an effect. You
Is
connect
it enough to
solid.
shake him? Because if you shake him twice, he gets a wound.
Not with certain traits, I believe.
And once again, this is armor piercing too and whatnot.
Yes.
Basically
Actually-
identical to the slug thrower, but better damage and more ammo before you have to reload. So, you know.
Actually, wait. That's a raise. Roll an extra d6.
With the -2?
Or that is correct. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yay, system unfamiliarity.
Am I rolling the d6 -2 or no?
No. The -2 was for your
Right.
attack roll.
Makes sense.
Brings us to the next round. Make sure everything's selected. Move tokens. GM frame. Reset the deck. Roll initiative. Guys.
Oh,
Guys.
that's fun.
What the fuck? Okay, Michael.
All right, I'm gonna start with the big guy, and if I get him with the first one, second one goes on the little guy.
Okay. So that is definitely a raise for effectively 13 damage.
Yes.
That is enough to put a wound on it.
And the second one didn't do too good.
Yeah, the second one would not have any effect.
Keep in mind that your attack rolls are at -1 because you have a wound.
Ah,
You have to put it in on your sheet for it to calculate.
I do have the one in there.
You do not.
No, you don't. Because for the laser pistol attack, it was a 6 on the
Oh,
D2.
I don't have that calculated in my weapon stuff.
No, it is. It's minus fatigue, minus wounds.
Oh, it is in there.
And it's a
Oh,
-0.
it's a property. It's not just
Yeah.
the state.
Yep.
Why doesn't the state apply the property?
Because it's not that advanced.
Yeah,
You
Lion
have to
made
run the
this.
macro.
Lion made this, and I don't
That's what your character
know.
sheet is there for, to take damage, Jamie.
Yeah, but it doesn't work for me.
Because you
It
have
would
your
if you
toughness in there
fixed your
weird.
toughness.
Well, but it has 2 different values depending on what's happening.
Yeah, and just changing those. But
You could-
either way.
You could easily make a toggle for that.
Yeah, let's do it like this then.
Regardless. Sacha.
Sacha is going to continue moving around. And since she's not leaving,
You would not provoke either anyway because it is shaken.
right. She's going to move around and try from the back to put that bot into its torso.
Okay. Make your fighting roll.
Benny. Oops. Benny. There we go. No! I'm trying so
Oh.
hard.
Unfortunately, you're not able to. Perhaps it's an awkward shift in weight as the drone's components move, or perhaps it's just an odd angle. Not able to fit it in there.
But hey, she's flanking now.
Yes. Jay.
Yeah, same thing. Taking another shot at the big boy.
Okay. That'll hit. And while very consistent on damage, just shy. Archie.
Alright, Archie is going to pull out his data pad. And he's going to walk around here. Bam. And then command this thing to shoot this thing.
So we're just ignoring this one up here.
Yeah, I think this one's more important.
Yeah, it's firing at Michael. Even though the small things deal way more damage.
It'll move slightly to get a clear shot, and
Sure.
I will be adding the multi-action penalty for commanding it and pulling out the datapad to this, but it
Okay.
cancels out its innate bonus for being small, so just the raw results, which is 7 AP2, so 9, not enough. 6, 8, not enough.
Can I spend a Benny on it?
On what?
Sure. I will allow
Okay,
you to spend
okay.
a penny for it.
Okay.
I think you have to choose one of the rolls.
Yeah, you have to
though.
choose one of the hits, the shootings.
Either way, none of them hit, so it didn't matter.
No, one of those would hit.
No.
What one of those hits? Oh, the
It
4,
rolled
I
a
guess.
4.
It would have been the 3 and the 15. That would have been the one that we rolled.
Yeah. So, what are we keeping the results? Just
Right, yeah, I mean, I did what I did. It's the green, the 15. I spent a Benny.
okay. So,
I tried very hard.
yep. This one that was flanking will. Damn.
You fool!
Damn. You know what?
Don't you do this.
It's enough.
Oh, no!
Thankfully, these will be at -2, so it's just the raw results. And thankfully, they're lasers, so you have a chance of surviving.
That's true. Oh, I died.
Nothing hit you.
The 7.
Oh.
The 7 and 4 would hit for
For some reason,
effectively
I was on
7 and 4 damage, respectively.
I thought it was a -2.
They're also
'cause it's
lasers, though.
double action. And it's laser, so it doesn't really do much damage to him.
They don't do anything to me.
It's -2, but it's +2 because it's targeting a size 0 creature.
Oh.
Smaller creatures are harder to hit, and hit larger creatures easier.
How does that make sense?
It doesn't.
I don't know. Whatever.
I'm sure
either way,
there's
none of
some justification for it.
Some of those hit. None of them do any damage. So
That's very good, because there was a 20 and a 21 in there.
I would have died.
Yep.
That would have been literally Archie would become paste on that wall. So, however, I had minis, so there's that as well. So,
Wait. Can you take your movement after you perform an action?
Yes.
Alright. Zeus is gonna first shoot it, then he's gonna walk around behind the corner.
Okay.
Shoot the big one, I mean.
Okay, that is enough to hit. Unfortunately, not enough damage to have it do anything.
is that a raise?
If it were too higher, it would be, because it's going against its parry.
Perry.
That
Okay.
one.
The
And as I can, I'm going to spend the second GMB, I think.
That would be the second.
Yeah, you have 5. Yeah, that would be the second.
So, it's no longer shaken. And, oh, hello there, Sasha.
Hi.
She's still there.
Yeah,
I don't think that hurts her.
it doesn't.
He slaps like the wind.
That would be a raise, however, because it's going against your parry of 2.
Please not
Yeah.
like 63.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't matter.
That shakes her.
Yep.
Oh shit. The wind is strong today.
Jamie, get out of here!
Remove all tokens.
Destroy all humans.
I move
That is
people
primary directive.
slightly.
This one is machine. Don't shoot. Just slap.
Reset the deck. Is there 100 and dealing the Sasha! Stop it!
well.
This is ridiculous, and I love it.
Michael's at the bottom
Jeez.
again. I mean, at the bottom again.
Hi, big guy. This isn't good. Oh, I have a punch macro. I should have been using that. So she's going to, I think, spend a bunny to clear Shaken.
Okay.
Oops. I'll get that after my turn's done. And then she's going to attempt to agility out of the way of this.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a rule, but I'll allow it.
Eric was letting us do it. I don't actually remember if it's a real rule or not. She's
What
going
is it
to.
agility versus though? That's like the question.
It'd probably be its parry.
It's a target number of 4.
Either way, even if it was against its parry, you'd beat it.
It is a part of the multi-action though, which is going to matter because she is going to run. D4. 2. Is that enough? It is. She's going to tackle this bot at a minus, like, 6.
Yeah, it's a -6. Should your run roll be penalized?
Yeah, your agility roll would be
No.
penalized as well.
Nope.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
the
agility
agility
roll
roll
would've been-
is penalized. Oh, wait,
-6.
you're right.
Yeah,
So you're still back there.
they're still back there. That did not work.
no, the run roll isn't ever penalized.
No, but the agility roll is. And
Yes.
she has to announce all of her actions. Remember?
Yes, it's all
no,
6.
she would get a 4 with the agility result because the -6 was counting her being untrained, which is a -2, on top of the -4 from the multi-action.
Oh, I thought it was multi-action agility, tackle, and run.
Yeah, she had
She-
2 multi-actions and
She had
That's
she had
fine.
2 multi-actions, which is a -4 penalty.
does the run roll affect actions before?
I've seen
Yes,
infinite
because you
multi-action.
announce all actions at the beginning of your turn.
Okay,
so it's
yep,
3
she would have
actions.
been fucked.
Yeah, she's. Yeah.
Yep, she's at -6 for multi actions, and then another
That's
-2.
right. That's right.
So if
Gotcha.
this shakes her, she's done. Her turn doesn't happen.
Okay, whoops.
Retroactively. You were
No,
so
that's
close
how it
and then so
works.
far away.
That's how it would work. It would.
She's like,
That's
Gotcha.
her plan.
I thought
she
it was
like
there.
analyzes. Yeah, she's like analyzing Sherlock Holmes stuff. And
Oh,
she's
I'm
like,
so
"Oh,
sorry.
This, everything will work out perfectly.
Oh,
And then she's, oh god. Oh.
So- Sacha is a size -1, correct?
Yes.
That's actually a 7.
That's 2 wounds.
That's a 7, which is a raise.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's 3 wounds.
Bye, Sasha.
Yeah, that's 3 wounds.
She tried to help her master. So that's 19 AP too.
Yeah, that's 3 wounds.
Well,
Is it 3 wounds are out or 3 wounds and the next wound are out?
ooh, Sasha isn't looking good. No, I think I don't remember. Fuck.
Do you get any bonuses from jokering?
Yes.
It's a +2 to every roll you make.
Wait, so that means acrobatics succeeded.
Oh shit.
Oh, the +2. Oh!
Ah!
So it turns out it did work.
Okay. I need to point something out. I was right because I was wrong, and that pisses me the fuck off.
So first she Sherlock Holmes it, then she narrowly dodges and sees her life flash before her eyes, and then goes, "Oh wait, I made it."
Wait,
She's
so
saying
does
all
she make it or
possible
not?
versions of this action.
For what it's worth, extras who suffer a wound are removed from play. If a wild card suffers more than 3 wounds, he's incapacitated and must make a vigor roll.
So she makes it here, but
Yes.
she does not tackle. Holy
No.
shit.
That was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So what does the brute actually do, Axel?
Oh, I think that was his attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What the brute actually does is, hello, Jay.
Oh.
You've
Hey.
been an annoyance.
He wants to pet the kitty.
Oh, God.
I'm
That was
sorry,
almost
that's a
damage.
16.
So, raise. Oh, God.
Oh. That's
that's-
significant hit.
That makes it 11 from out of 5, so that's 6, so it's still just 1 wound and shaken.
Oof.
Yeah, that's 1 wound and shaken.
On the plus side, it's your turn now.
Okay, seems like the plus side.
Hold up, I gotta put that thing in the macro.
Yep.
What's up with the 2 weird green things on Jay?
I don't know.
Bars that he is neglected.
There's one bar that's
Forever.
normal, and there's one bar that looks like whenever I put something
We
that's
ca-
not
we
properly.
call
I
those-
can't find where to like fix
We
them.
call those loops.
I call them low res images on a 4K monitor. In the bottom right one at least. That's what everything looks like to me.
Dude, you really paid the price for that 4K monitor.
I was so happy when I got the deal on it. Because it was on sale for $350 off whenever I bought this laptop. For the 4K
Damn.
upgrade. And I don't know if it was worth $50.
Ouch.
I did use a Benny to
To
clear
unshake.
Shaken. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm shooting this guy in the electric bit.
Okay.
Interesting.
Just go right through.
Hopefully, I can like
that a euphemism?
disrupt that.
Yeah.
If it goes right through and hits Zeus.
Please angle it along this line. So
Yeah,
it's
Please
the
don't,
wall.
please
angled
don't.
away from Zeus. Don't worry.
Yeah, if it was like here, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like you're too focused on the electricity. You nail the electricity, goes right through it. On the other side.
That unfortunately will miss.
It's against his parry. This range.
Right. Shoot.
So
Two
I
off.
can try to move, right?
Yes, but if you move away from it, it will get an attack.
Right.
Are there actually aren't there bystander missing rules?
Yes, but I think that's for if you're shooting at
Oh,
someone who engaged.
Juno, really? Really?
Give me a hand here, Baldy.
Yes,
he
missed
can't.
shooting / throwing roll with a 1 or a 1 or 2 with a shotgun or automatic fire. On the skill die, it's a random adjacent target.
I was really hoping you just continue to die. So that I could live. I'm a terrible person.
All right. Zeus is gonna sheathe his holster, I guess is the word. He's gonna holster his pistol, come around this corner, pick up his sniper rifle, and shoot. I think he was there when he dropped it.
That's about
Close
there.
enough.
Yeah. And
Pick it up and shoot it. That's a multi-action.
yes, but a question: would his quick draw? What are they called? Means what are they called? Edges.
Edge.
Would his quick draw edge apply to picking a weapon off the ground, or just drawing it from his person?
What
think it's
book is
just-
that from?
The base one.
The base one, yeah.
Yeah,
I need
it's
to find that.
yeah, pretty sure it's just any weapon readying doesn't count as a multi-action, or doesn't count for the multi-action penalty.
To draw a weapon as a free action and thus ignore the usual -2 multi-action penalty if you choose to fight as well. The character must make an agility roll to draw a weapon. So page 66. That's a +2 to the roll. What does that mean?
I don't think that means what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
That'd be more like for quick draw.
You aren't
style
drawing
stuff.
it, you're picking it up.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take the
Uh,
penalty, I guess.
Mm. Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'll take Ouch.
With the penalty that will unfortunately miss.
I'll see he rolled a 1 on the shooting. Does that mean?
Oh.
But wild card.
I believe it said on the skill
Yeah.
roll. I don't know.
I thought it was
Uh,
only bad if you snake eyes.
Yeah, it is.
Innocent bystander missed shooting/throwing roll with a 1 or a 1 or a 2 for shotgun or automatic fire on the skill die hits a random adjacent target.
But that's not a shotgun or an automatic fire.
It's a
It's
2
still
for
1.
those.
It's a 1 on a missed
Oh, a 2
shooting
for
or
those.
throwing
Yeah.
roll.
Sorry, Luke.
Oh no!
So what do you roll for this to determine what's up with this?
You don't.
Oh, it hits him.
He takes the damage. Yes.
Oh, Luke,
Why
that's
have you done
AP4.
The courtesy you afforded him to not quite to make sure it doesn't hit him through the electricity.
Oh god,
it's
that's
not
another
afforded to you.
wound. That's another wound.
I'm so sorry. Zeus
Oh
now
my
rethinks
God.
the cool little slide he did to pick up the gun as it clearly distracted his shot.
And Jay
Oh,
is left wondering.
Did I put something in wrong there?
Is this because I called him bald first session?
I think the macro is just broken with AP. Like, even though it asks you to put it in, it doesn't.
Yeah, it
right?
may very well
Yeah,
be
instead
broken.
of putting in AP, just
Just
add the
add
AP
Add the
to the
extra
damage.
Yeah.
So you can
Unless
undo
you
that.
don't have armor higher than it. Like if you have a 2 in armor and are hit with AP4, you'd only add 2.
Oh, that's probably what it's doing.
Hey,
Ha ha. My body armor
Add so
negates
much.
4 damage.
Yeah, this is armor trim penalty. What? This is armor piercing 4 though.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah,
you
this
say,
is made
Luke?
for blowing out armor.
Luke, what did you say? You broke up a bit.
Luke?
It negates 4. Wait.
You have combat
the
armor?
AP4 undoes
okay.
that, yeah.
No, do you have
Oh,
combat armor?
okay, so it's a match. Okay. Alright.
Wait, Luke, is it called combat armor?
I think it's just body armor.
Okay, because combat armor set specifically negates 4 armor piercing.
Nope. It's just 4 ballistics damage.
Yeah, so that
No,
should
you
be-
have body armor, yes?
Yes.
It adds +4 armor and negates up to 4 points of AP from ballistic attacks.
Oh, okay.
And that's what Zeus uses, isn't it?
Yes.
Alright, so he's good.
It's just straight 8 damage, which would shake you.
So he's shaking. Okay, there you go.
Okay. The robotic drone, attempting to have been tackled, has apparently distracted it a bit, as it turns away from Archie, and will fire at
Oh.
Sacha.
Oh, Sacha.
Is the death she envisioned about to happen?
Yeah.
Well, it is shooting against her parry. So.
It is shooting against
Oh,
her parry.
no!
Of 2!
She's a
with
good
a million
robot.
shots!
She tried to help.
Sacha, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no!
Sasha, don't hug miniguns.
We will tell stories of you.
Hold on.
So,
That's
That-
14, 17.
that's 14, 3, 14, 5, 7. That's it for the attacks that hit.
Hey, is that ballistic or laser though? The
Laser.
robot.
Laser.
Ah, that's good news.
Yeah. So what did I input
got
her
14.
shield as?
14 AP2.
Yeah, you're wounded.
You think?
Yeah, you're wounded 3 times? Yeah, 3 times.
Well, doesn't she have the laser protection on top of her toughness?
Yes.
No. Oh, is your toughness
Her
actually
toughness
7?
is 15.
Oh, okay. Got it.
versus
Okay,
these.
never mind.
So,
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
this is... And it
The highest
ignores
was
2
14.
AP, so...
Oh, so that is shaken still.
Yeah, just shake.
That would
Oh,
shake
but
twice.
she's shaken.
Then
She's shaken twice, so it's a wound.
So
There's
first
only
one
one
is
that-
this.
There's only. Oh yeah, that one hit 2. 2 is the target.
Fuck.
Man, that would have been death.
Yeah.
That could have been very, very bad. Just like, hey,
Uh,
this thing that shoots 8 lasers around, let's hug it.
Wait, do small-sized creatures get any bonus to hit large-sized creatures?
yes, but it has to be a 2 size difference.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So small
Not just
to
small.
large is like is 2 size, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
for us on the big thing.
I'm asking for my droid because he didn't get any
Yes,
bonuses last
it,
time.
it did. I calculated them in.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
It
there's
canceled
that.
out the multi-action penalty that you had at that point.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, so I
Is that-
canceled out the repair penalty because it was damaged.
No, he rolled a repair roll to.
To fix it up,
Ah.
yeah, as part of my
That,
multi-action.
that was the turn previous.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been taking more penalties.
Uh,
And that's all that happens.
Okay. Archie.
All right, Archie's going to. I don't think this guy can attack this guy if he moves, right? 'Cause this is right here. How does that work?
I think that it would be able to because it has about an inch reach, I think, which is well within hitting that. Slightly out of range of hitting both you and Michael. And it's not quite at a sharp enough angle for it to get cover.
Oh, I mean, it's either shoot this guy at its massive parry and miss everything.
You could order the drone to only fire one of the guns, which would remove a 2 of the penalty, but also remove half of the attacks.
Why don't they do that by default? It would be so much stronger.
Rounds down range.
What?
Because.
What?
I think he's trying to say, in theory, when it's shooting from across the room, just having more shots that blanket an entire area from a human
that-
logic perspective.
These
obviously
things are not designed to win fights. They're designed to be an issue.
Yeah.
Can I make it divert every single bit of power to one flurry of shots before shutting down?
Yes, but give me a computer's roll. This will not count towards multi-action penalty. Basically, you're going to be overriding safety systems
Okay,
and
that
have it
works.
supercharge the lasers fry itself.
Okay.
That is good enough.
All right. So first of all, it should probably move a little bit into range so it has better because I think it's having some penalties, and then it'll go ahead and absolutely overload on this man.
All of these will be at a net +4 then.
Okay.
Oh, it's dead. Oh, maybe not.
No. Like
One
only
of
two of
those.
those hit.
Oh.
yeah, 2 of those hit for 8 and 8. Or
AP2. So 10 and 10.
which will shake it again.
Well,
Hey, shaking could save Jay's life right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
Ah.
a very good call. It just didn't. Or actually, no. It was a net +4. So.
Yeah, but
oh,
it's-
no. Yep.
Isn't this parry?
I got
what
it.
would the
yeah.
check be from if I ran over here? I know it would be multi-action penalty.
You gotta.
Oh. So, when you do this, and I'm not talking about this turn for what it's worth.
Okay.
But what check would it be to run up on somebody and try to hack them?
I would say that because the drone is not immobile, you'd have to make a fighting roll to actually make physical contact with it,
Okay.
and then make a hack roll.
Okay. All right. Noted. All right. In which case, Archie's going to try to walk over here and think with this guy. Real smart ideas. All right, go ahead, Michael.
Archibald, I do not recommend this action.
Too late.
So I shouldn't
It's
kill
just-
that one. I was gonna go for the small one.
No, can you go for the large one?
All right, I'll go for the large one.
You just have the position to accidentally kill Jay yourself as well.
Is there not flanking in this?
Not for ranged, I don't think.
All right, so if I pull out my sword, I can go get it.
Uh,
Nah, that's no pointless. I won't hit. If I pull out my sword. So I'll move.
it's not called flanking, but ganging up. Each one fighting per additional adjacent attacker, maximum +4.
No one else is doing that, so. And shot.
You hit Jay again.
Sorry, Jay.
God damn it.
Oh
You may be dead.
Oh, 14 AP2.
Oh god.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
Jeez. Oh no.
I love that we have two guys from a combat background, and we both friendly fire.
I think we're misinterpreting the roll as well.
What do you mean?
Because, well, you roll a 1 a lot. It's the 1/8 of the time. I think. Oh no, it would apply here too. I was about to say, I think it only apply if you miss the shot with it both. But I did.
No, well,
He just read the rule off to you.
let me find
yeah.
the full write-up of the rule.
Yeah, I guess
I
that
was
is one
pulling
thing
off
that
of the...
makes it better to go up to a D10 instead of sticking at D6 or D8.
Yeah, because if you're like a D6, 6 of the time you hit someone else.
When an attacker misses a shooting or throwing roll, it may sometimes be important to see if any other targets in the line of fire were hit.
Line of
Jim
fire.
should only use this rule when dramatically appropriate, not for every missed shot and gunfire. I would consider this dramatically appropriate, as you are
Alright.
fighting a big boss.
But he's not in the line of fire.
Each-
Yeah, he's not in line of
Each-
fire though.
that's flavor text. That doesn't actually. Line of fire is not a
Oh, it's another
concept.
thing. Okay.
Oh.
identified in Savage Worlds. Each miss that comes up a 1 on the shooting die indicates a random adjacent target
Harder.
random adjacent character was hit. If the attacker was firing on full auto or with a shotgun, a roll of 1 or 2 hits the bystander. Roll damage normally.
Oh. So,
You wouldn't re-roll the damage because
So
you're
we're
supposed to make the attack, and if it hits, then roll damage.
So you kablamoed him.
Yes.
So, clutching his gunshot wounds,
good
Jay.
news is.
says, "Ah, Jesus, what are you guys, stormtroopers? Check your fucking fire!" Ah.
Oh.
Bye, Luke.
Hey,
I have a bad feeling about
we have a
this.
dead character now.
Sasha gets a Benny because she got a Joker.
That's
Oh, I got a
correct.
Joker too.
Yes.
Oh,
cool.
wait.
I
Oh, I got a Joker too.
Wait, you get a Benny when you get a Joker?
Yes.
So I've spent no bennies.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
you,
then
you
one
had
of
to
the
use one at a time.
completely forgot
Yeah.
about that rule.
I thought I used one. Oh no, I got mine the first round. Never mind.
Yeah, I used mine before I got my Joker, so I
I've
have
used one and then I got a Joker. So
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend my third GM Benny, leaving me with 2. Have the robot not be shaken anymore.
Bye, Jay.
Bunch.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Phew.
Benny.
I'll live, Benny.
Shit, I forgot to add a d6 to all of these, because it is technically a wild card.
Oh. Oh
Okay.
no!
Jay. It was
Oh,
nice
that's
knowing you.
oh god, that's 2 That's 2 wounds. He's dead. So he
He's got
starts to
bennies.
make rolls. Oh, he's got bennies. Phew. Okay, yeah.
Also, mine would have done more damage as well.
Yes, because that is a raise. So, 2 more damage.
A 6 is not a raise against a 3.
His parry's. Oh, his parry is 3.
That is correct.
What's my damage total?
I'm the only one on Luke's side here.
Damage total is 12, 8, and 2.
Well, obviously you're the other one. You're the only one who hasn't shot him yet.
I'm the only one that doesn't shoot.
Technically not true.
Yeah, I checked his robot. His robot also did not shoot when he rapid fired. Did not successfully damage Jay.
Also technically not true. Sacha has not harmed Jay.
Oh, I mean, hit the robot. He had auto fire when he last turn.
Yeah, it didn't hit Luke.
Oh, you did that did not work.
Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Too late. I think Jay is being hurt enough by this.
What rolls are being made?
You are at a total of 3 wounds, so you are literally as hurt as you can be without having to worry about dying.
Oof.
Don't worry, Jay. I'll have a turn before you go, so you might. This still talks.
All right, Archie's going to attempt to punch this guy.
You want an untrained roll?
Yeah, give me an untrained roll. Okay, I'm gonna spend a Benny. I'm gonna spend another Benny.
I think you only.
That will actually... Okay.
Oh, well, that did succeed. Okay.
Yes. These things actually don't have things to smack with, so they're not trained to smack with things.
Okay, I will have spent that Benny. All right, and then I'm gonna make a hack roll. A hack roll. There you go.
Alright. And what is the attempt with the hacking?
To override it, to control it.
Alrighty. That can be done. Sacha.
All right.
Sacha is going to run up
You
over.
see, I
Huh?
guess I should flavor that a little bit. You see Archie hold it down and to connect the cable into it for a moment, and soon enough, its blue light that it had before turns red, and Archie's like, "All right, it's under my control now."
For the record, she is going to spend a penny.
To unshake.
Yes. And she'll say, "Good work, sir." Run up behind Jay and heal.
Medic.
So you heal 1 wound.
Mathematic.
Zeus.
In theory, if Zeus moved here, would he then be unable to accidentally shoot Luke? Or Jay? Excuse me. Like you said, there's
It
no
says it's
actual...
adjacent target. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if he moves.
No,
Yeah.
it's still technically, as long as he's engaged within that target's melee range enough to be adjacent, then
Mhm.
he counts as in the line of fire.
Alright, then he's gonna back up.
Phew! All right. Oh! Whoa! Holy cow!
Hold on, I actually need to math this real quick. 20, that's effectively 32.
If you guys weren't aware, Zeus is actually better at shooting the further away he is.
Holy
Uh-huh.
crap!
No,
20
actually, mechanically he is.
So, You want to know what's fantastic?
What's that?
You dealt exactly the amount of damage you needed to kill this thing.
Don't you have another Benny though to soak?
Oh, that's true.
Michael just wants
I
to
have-
glory himself.
I have 2 more bennies, but I also don't feel like invalidating a roll of 28 on 2d8.
That's fair.
There also might be
Yeah.
other things.
Yes.
I hope
As you-
that was the last, as that was the last bullet in his clip.
As you back up and line up the shot, the back of the floating part of the robot explodes outwards, and it
And it had the shrapnel
shudders for a
catches
moment.
Jay.
It shudders for a moment or two before collapsing onto the legs, which then fall backwards with a mighty thump. After a moment of silence, the doors over here begin to slide upwards.
Archie's gonna keep this drone around.
Is this the end of initiative?
Yes.
Zeus is gonna reload both his guns.
Not again.
I was about to say we could just shut it down, but in the same token, there's not a good reason for Archie not to just keep this drone around with him.
We can mount it on our ship.
Yes! No, I don't think that'll work. I think that's a terrible idea.
I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Because
I'm an
if
ace
it finds a
pilot,
ship
and I
adjacent
can
to us, it'll run
shoot-
our ship with bullets.
Shoot it. If you hook it up while
I
I'm
mean,
flying.
hey. I mean, honestly, I think you just found a pet.
Jay, please stay still while I administer first aid.
Ugh.
Ugh. Yikes.
He dies.
Make the healing hurting, right?
No, she doesn't.
It's
there goes
bone
Tom.
hurting juice.
Alright, Axel,
Oh,
I know
yowie, my bones.
Axel, I know there is no longer a top half of the big robot, but is the bottom half still spewing electricity?
It's arcing every now and again, but not the cascade of electricity it was.
Alright.
Are there any other drones that look salvageable?
Not really.
I mean, with considering Archie's repair skills.
Again, not really. You could take parts from all of them, but this one you had overheat its core systems. These two were both brutalized. This one was melted. I think this one was also brutalized.
I don't know. I think there might be parts for a second droid between the five.
I think
of them.
can I not combine 2 of them to make one functional?
Especially since we should have a working pair of legs here. So we don't need flight systems, just
Computers are
turrets.
a lot harder than that. Yeah,
give
Mac
me
Together.
give me a repair roll to cobble together. Yeah, cobble together everything.
Okay, let me
While this is going on, would Satcha be able to retry that roll or no?
But why? Oh, mount one of the mount them on the big electric guy.
I'm gonna spend a penny on that.
But yes, you can. The way healing works in Savage Worlds, I remember this distinctly. It takes 10 minutes to do a healing attempt, and you have an hour after the combat. Well, for longer combats, it's a little different, but you have an hour from when they're wounded to heal them. And I start tracking it. Oh,
Fuck me!
is that Snake Eyes?
That might actually
That
be
was
bone
not
hurting
Snake Eyes.
juice.
It's not Snake Eyes.
Oh.
Okay,
It's
so there's
2-2.
20 minutes total.
I'm also
Might
hurt.
actually
Maybe you
be
should
bone
try
hurting
me.
juice. Alright, so I spent a penny and I rolled a 6.
That's a 4.
I think a Benny allows you to re-roll the 6 as well.
The D6 as well, does it?
Think.
heal 1.
Let me look this up.
And I'm no longer shaken at this point, right?
Correct.
Now that combat's over.
Alright, for Michael, this will be her
You're gonna roll
4th
amazing
healing
for
roll.
me. Because we have a connection, see?
It's a
We have
5.
a connection.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes,
Do you guys-
make the entire roll from scratch.
Oh, okay, then an 8.
An 8 will be enough. It's not pretty, and it's not functioning the greatest, but you also don't really have much in the way of tools or choice.
He has
but it
tools.
works. No, I mean, like, you don't have a professional workshop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he has basic tools, yeah.
You're able to get one working, but not enough to be perfect.
Can you mark the one on the right as the perfect droid then? Because he didn't take any damage or anything, so...
I will put a wound on that.
Okay, there you go.
These things can't actually take wounds because they're extras.
Yeah,
But-
but I get them in, yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, so we can continue on, because Archie has 2 drone pets now.
Still working on
Remember to
stuff.
name
Is
them.
it okay for us to stay for an hour and make sure everyone's okay with healing?
So Ben is going to be the perfect one, and Jerry is going to be the wounded one.
Is that a yes?
Fucking goddamn it, Kikoni.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You heal 2
I
wounds,
don't mind
Jay.
if you say.
I'll heal.
Can we give them nameplates?
So that was about 50 minutes.
Can we give them names, Ben and Jerry?
Sorry?
And that
What
means
about
Sasha
Tom
gains
and Jerry?
Take ownership.
one.
Yeah, just give me ownership, yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to find that in the drop down, but it's not in the drop down.
They have macros on them, right? And
They have the 1 attack macro they need.
good.
They
Oh.
do have some skills that I can get to you later.
Okay.
And that's it for the healing that Sacha will give out.
You can also attempt a repair roll on yourself.
Okay.
Or Archie could. He would be done sooner than you would be.
Archibald,
Archie.
can you assist me?
Yes. Archie will tickle her till she is better.
So
Well,
that's a
there you
4
go.
that I rolled.
If I roll one more d6 and I get a 7, is that like a jackpot?
Do it.
Okay. All right, I tried. No.
Technically speaking, to keep with the pattern, I think it'd have to be a D3, because you rolled a D12 and then
Okay.
a D6.
Got it. All right, here. Oh,
No, okay. But if you add them together,
hey, you're right.
Thank you for your- Thank you for your assistance. Shall we carry on?
Yes. Ben, Jerry, follow me.
ready?
They're
Everyone
not-
He
leaving?
speaks to them even though he's controlling them from his pad. So
Sacha looks straight at Archibald and says, "They're not replacing me, are they?"
they could never replace you.
Good.
They're just really cool.
They certainly do shoot better than me.
Alrighty. As you exit the door, you enter into a corridor that is not very well lit. And you're not able to see the end or any doorways. And so you're walking for some time. And then all of a sudden, just as you had before, you find yourself in another room. This one, thankfully, familiar for the moment. It's the elevator again.
What is this?
And for Archibald, There aren't drones there.
What?
The drones are not there.
What? Are you kidding? Are you, didn't you? Alright. I
You
see
need
how
to
this-
just ride the elevator.
So they were part of the party, so we can't actually continue the session because we are consistently spammed with the message, "You must gather your party before venturing forth." I think this is a bug in the game that we're playing. And I think the only way we can fix it is to console command the drones back into existence. Is all I'm saying.
Well, hacking roll to try that.
Oh, good. Yeah, excellent. There we go.
Hack the axle.
I'll take the wild card. Yeah.
You have to hack the DRM first before you can actually get into the code.
All right, that was the okay. Now here's the code. Okay, yeah, all right.
I'm sorry, it was a DC 20.
Oh. I'll spin the thing.
Congratulations, you've just installed Hearthstone, or not Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm. Congrats.
Oh no.
Do you have their positioning?
Yeah.
It's puzzling as you pull up the data pads to find where they are. They're not there. There's no entry for any registered drones.
No, they're just gone.
As well, at this point, Jay would notice that he's not feeling this soreness that he should be for nearly being beaten to death and shot. Perhaps taking a look, he notices there are not scars where there should be scars.
That's because Sacha's a really good good
Exactly.
medic.
She gave him a massage and everything.
Even still, it is if you never had left the elevator.
I do not know what's going on.
Where are my drones?
I do.
Okay, regale us then.
We had a dream.
None of us fell asleep.
I do not dream.
I am out of ideas.
Thanks, Michael. Oh no. The drones.
Well, shall we continue onward?
It does not appear we have a choice.
You hear Archie Fred Flintstone underneath his breath there, but he nods. Fine.
How long were we walking for?
Perhaps a minute or so, but you never entered a doorway, at least not that you can remember.
Alright, just tell me when another hour's passed so I can gain a spell point.
Oh, you can reset yourself to the point you were when you entered the elevator.
Wait, Benny's too?
Not Benny's.
Oh,
Oh.
Aw.
Okay.
well then clearly it's not a time loop.
On the bright side, Jay's clothes are repaired, so you don't have to buy new ones anymore.
Can I spend a Benny to tear Jay's clothes?
Can I shoot Jay again?
It's the only way to know if we get looped again.
I highly recommend against shooting our own.
That was not a
Alright.
character for so often.
He
Still
just
a
goes,
fair
what?
warning.
Who said anything about shooting someone? Are you hearing things?
Sasha, are you thinking violent thoughts again?
Is it medicine?
I was just musing out loud. She turns around and walks away.
Luke,
I wonder if
roll
I
me
can
a
use that as a
D5.
drone.
Alrighty. So, Jamie,
Hey.
hey, how's it going? I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Where was Michael born?
Michael. I assume in a lab.
I mean, he is the Master Chief.
Fair enough. And I had assumed the answer would be similar, but I had to make sure. So, once again, you find yourselves in a unfamiliar location, except perhaps for Michael. It is obviously a scientific facility. There are windows, but they're either tinted or it's too dark outside to tell what anything means. It's a bunch of random scientific devices scattered about, and perhaps pods or tubes filled with an opaque substance.
Oh my god. Was it all a dream?
His entire life? Just a dream? Oh,
Michael, roll me a spirit roll.
I quit.
This will determine if it's all real or not. Oh, good luck. Good, it's real.
You're for a
What would he do
moment.
if it wasn't real?
You
You all
are
would just start fading.
you are for a moment panicked that what if this was just another pest? But you look around and no, there's your companions here, and they certainly don't fit with this lab.
I'm gonna listen
But-
for the voice in my head. That's just my communicator. Any comms would get it to see if I have orders.
For the moment, silence.
Alright, I don't have to kill them. I whisper.
People may make a notice roll if they wish.
I will be right back, guys.
Oh man, if I had failed that, what if the consequence was I had to kill you guys?
That just would have been the end of the campaign. We can't kill Michael.
Michael can't kill Michael.
Is Archie going to be rolling a notice?
I think it's untrained.
Oh, I'm not good at whispering. That was pretty loud.
You know, funny enough, only Zeus and Juno hear that Michael has said something.
And Zeus, and by Zeus I mean me, could not make out what he said, so it's moot.
Michael?
Yes. Cat?
Blue? What'd you say, buddy?
I said I don't have to kill you. I mean, I didn't say anything.
Jay looks nervous.
My facial expression does not change from a mask.
Does anyone know where we are?
I know where we are. I'm home.
It's
This is
funny.
where heroes are born.
This looks a lot like my home.
No. You got that wrong. Heroes are born where I'm from. Texas.
Androids are born where I'm from.
Was Michael an android?
No, it's called Cyborg.
I see. Well, are we physically there, or
I'll shoot one of the pods.
It, shoot into it, it cracks and begins leaking, as well as the opaque greenish fluid starts to tint a bit red.
I think there may have been someone in there.
Michael, have you just committed a crime?
Oh, I've done
It's-
that a lot.
It's not a crime if they're in pods.
I do not know of this law.
Trust
They
me,
don't-
I'm very familiar with this law. It's not a crime if they're in pods.
I will take note.
Speaking of, Zeus is gonna shoot a pod as well.
Same thing happens.
Perhaps we should not shoot the pods anymore.
Look, I don't know what's gonna come climbing out of them, but I want to make sure that there aren't that many of them in case they're hostile.
People like me come climbing out of them.
Perhaps they wouldn't climb out of them if you didn't shoot them.
Well, shooting them will guarantee they don't climb out of them.
But Michael, I have seen
Wait,
you
we should
take
stop
many
shooting. What if
bullets.
what if we're in the past and I could be in one of these things? Are you me? I whispered in one of the cages. One of the spots.
If Zeus unloads into every pot, no, that's...
No! I'm gonna take a bullet.
Nervously fingers his blaster pistol's handle.
Michael, roll me another spirit roll.
I don't think that happened. I don't think it worked again. Okay, let me try this now. There we go.
As you lean into the pod and whisper, there is... First, a fist comes flying towards the glass, but is quickly stopped. And it is replaced with a face. A familiar face. One you often see reflected in your own visor.
Oh my god. I think this is my brother. He looks just like me. Don't shoot this one.
Or perhaps your original hypothesis was correct and it is.
No, that
you.
was nonsense.
Here, go look at one of the other ones. See if they all look like you. They might all be your brother.
Alright,
Alright, I'm gonna go check another one.
As you are walking towards another pod,
can you guys hear me?
yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
are you saying things?
No, I said I was back. No one said anything.
Okay.
so just-
Didn't hear that
Uh,
one.
As you are walking towards another pod, suddenly the lights turn off, quickly replaced by emergency lighting and an alert. Not able to quite make out what the speaker says. It's loud and of low quality, but looking around, trying to figure out the situation, you again find yourselves back on the elevator, heading downwards.
My brother.
Can,
sorry, everybody. I
can
was
we
frozen
stop
in
this
time
thing?
for a moment there.
What was that, Luke?
Can we stop this thing?
I do not know.
In character. Well, it's got weird symbols on it, right?
It does.
Does my universal translator pick up on any of them?
It is unable to discern meaning, but it is able to make a correlation between the symbols that have appeared on your medallions and the symbols that are on the wall. It's possible that they're unrelated, but it's likely that they are related in some manner.
Jay will share this information and then recommend that we maybe press some buttons until this thing stops moving and lets us off.
I thought it didn't have buttons.
It does not.
It's got panels or something.
If you put
The
the disc on the wall,
symbols are raised out of the wall, made of metal.
put the disc on the wall and press the hole in the disc.
Affirmative. Sasha will take out her medallion and press it against, I guess the most similar looking rune she can find.
Alrighty. There's no obvious result.
Are these like donut discs where there's a hole in the middle?
No.
Ah,
They're about the size of a CD, maybe a little smaller, but they are just round metal with odd symbols on them.
It seems as though there's no reaction.
are the symbols different between all of our discs, or are they the exact same?
They are different.
I'm gonna try to match mine up to another symbol that's like mine.
Sasha will continue holding hers. Are we the Power Rangers?
I guess Jay's in on it too.
Yep. Same.
See, it's your turn. We're doing a thing here.
Zeus will follow suit.
It's like the stinky pinky.
And with as odd as it may be, with all five of you standing, holding your medallions up to the symbols that closest relate to the ones on yours, you expect, perhaps hope for a moment that something will happen.
I'm
And
hoping
it
for a god.
never does.
Well, what if we tickle it?
What if we just shuffle around, like play musical chairs, and every person try every spot until we've tried every combination?
That would take a lot of combinations.
5 exclamatory mark is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Wait, no, this is 5 square. Fit. No, it's just 25.
Yeah.
That is assuming that
Alright.
there are only 5 spots to put stuff.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps we should let the lift take us to where it's taking us.
Do we feel with our gravity sense that we're moving? We will be.
Yes.
Oh sweet.
Always downwards. Steadily.
I'm gonna pull out my light sword and make pretend like I'm in a Jedi fight with myself in the corner.
Alright. But as you resign yourself to wait, you do eventually, again, find yourselves in an unfamiliar room. If you need a moment, position tokens. Yeah, enough. This thing. That. Boop. Did that put everyone's view there?
Yep.
Alrighty. You find yourselves in a large, mostly vacant room, dominated by a computer terminal and a massive monitor. On the monitor is a sine wave which reacts as a computerized voice speaks. Hello, wayfarers.
Hello.
Have you summoned us here?
Of a sort, I suppose?
For what purpose?
Well, originally for study, though I believe your purpose lies elsewhere in the stars.
Please do inform us.
Originally, I was created by a species long since destroyed. We were tasked to understand anomalous creatures that we had discovered throughout the galaxy. One of such creatures, I believe, wanted you to meet me.
Sacha turns to the rest of the group and shrugs.
What is your name?
It will list off a series of letters and numbers, the process of which takes about half a minute. There is no seemingly appropriate acronym.
Well, it's lovely to meet you.
The same to you.
Do you have something to do with the time skip?
Making us revisit our memories.
Perhaps I can explain. There was no skip in time. You never left the elevator.
Figured as much.
This is not the time skip I'm referring to. The three-year time skip.
I do not know what you are referring to. Perhaps additional information may clarify?
It was like...
Allow me to connect myself to you.
Bold.
Not like that, Jay.
Hey, I can respect. You know, it takes some stuff to
What? What's going on?
like.
What the
Where's
heck?
this noise?
That was
Okay.
probably the watch
Someone
together?
clicked
That
on
was
the-
weird.
Someone clicked on the Venom trailer, I think.
Anyway, as you approach Archibald, the AI will respond as you wish, though I fear that my structuring is vastly different than the computers you are familiar with. It may be disorienting.
It's alright.
And it will make no motion to resist your attempts to connect to it.
Alright. Time skip for when Archie and the computer have kids.
Can I be a godfather?
Yeah, you absolutely may.
Sacha is very
Woo.
jealous. And she doesn't know why.
Hey, if you like it, you should put a ring on it.
Sound waves are pretty sexy, Sacha.
Why don't you interface with me like that, Archie?
To be fair, I think he did once and kind of left your mind a little fucked.
That's fair. Yeah, he has that effect on most women.
Holy shit. So, connecting to the massive computer network what are you attempting to do?
Sort of, rather than having to explain verbally, to the computer.
You're
Transfer
basically
his
going
experiences.
to. Okay.
Yeah. Just the ones relating to the time skip.
All right. The computer will note, catalog these, and give a cursory examination for responding that it will possibly need some more time to study these. There are a great many factors that could relate. And it will share this both directly with Archibald's interface and will speak aloud.
I see.
Perhaps a bit of explanation is warranted. One of the anomalous creatures that my creator species has identified, we refer to as wraiths. They are a humanoid figure, mostly blue, and often described as ghostly or immaterial. They are drawn to magic, and we had observed them making connections that we believed impossible. The medallions that you have found that seem to be tied to you were created by my creator species, used as tokens to mark those that they believed were destined for great things. People having fun filling the chat with nothing?
It's actually words. It's just they're just white text. So.
So you believe something greater of us?
I cannot discount the possibility.
So you summoned us here on a whim?
I summoned you because of the medallions you bore. It was perhaps a bit overkill, but it was the only way I could determine with... Excuse me. For some reason, that voice is killing my throat. For some reason... Perhaps it was a bit overkill, but it was the most likely way that It was the most probable way that you would arrive. I had not received any information about the outside galaxy in quite a long time.
Affirmative. Where do we go from here?
Cannot say.
What do you have to offer us?
A limited amount in terms of knowledge. My creation happened just before the destruction of my creator species. However, I do have a great deal of computational power, and have been desiring to make use of it for quite some time.
I believe this is Archibald's specialty. I will leave it to him.
What?
Investigation time?
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
What am I investigating?
We got lots of computational power, and
yeah, just how do we use it? What are we using it?
maybe it could give us more information on the medallions, like how to use them if there is a use.
Okay. I'll look up for that.
Sacha will help.
Alrighty.
Oh, let's say 17.
The computer responds that the medallions serve very little in terms of practical use. The materials, or the material that they are made from, which was a highly advanced alloy, is both prized for in terms of material value and symbolic value. Within the chips, or within the Lord's medallions, is effectively the magical version of a tracking chip, so that they could be known to where they are.
So somebody is tracking us with these.
I cannot discount the possibility. I was able to determine that you were on the planet. It is possible that others have learned to utilize the resources needed to follow the signal, or it is possible that there are other artificial intelligences as old as myself, perhaps older.
What is it that brings the medallions to us when we are not in possession of them?
That is an anomalous factor. I cannot determine this.
Huh.
That is not to say that we will never have an answer. I just lack the information.
Sacha is going to conduct science.
Wow!
She's going to come all the way up here, leave the medallion, and then leave the room.
Pretty. A bit disappointingly, the room connects here to maybe a 20-foot long hallway, leading immediately to the elevator.
Can I put mine in Zeus's belongings?
I don't see why not.
I do that. And I try to... No.
Does the medallion stay there?
It does.
Okay. Sacha's going to keep leaving.
There's only so far that you can go.
Well, the elevator moves, right?
You're not sure how to use it.
Sorry.
Excuse me, could you please move the elevator up?
As you wish.
Thank you.
As Sashdo goes to leave the room, the AI will ask, will any others be departing alongside her?
If they no longer have questions, then perhaps. I'm leaving my medallion there so you can conduct any research.
Very well.
Please observe carefully as I leave.
I will join.
Anyone else leaving?
Nope.
Alright.
We
And
can-
whenever...
We
Well,
can,
Archie will go with it.
we can give Archie a few more minutes to finish his interfacing.
You could have done it finished.
Wink, wink.
He's finished.
We'll stop.
I was going to say the interfacing happens much faster than you would think, but then, you know,
That's rude, man.
interfacing.
That's rude, man.
We'll just put a sock on the lift.
What was that?
We'll just put a sock on the lift. You take it off when you're done.
What?
know what? Never mind.
I got that, and I'm upset about it.
I feel like I missed something.
Sock on the door. Take it off when when it's on. Don't enter.
Is Zeus going to be staying?
If everyone else leaves, he will leave with them.
Alrighty.
But first, he'll take Michael's medallion out of his stuff along with his own and slide them both across the room.
Alrighty.
He'll try and skip them like rocks across a lake.
Fair enough. As you all go to depart, the AI says one more thing. Before you leave, the one that has interfaced with me, I had noticed in one of the simulations you were rather fond of the sentry drones.
Psst, Archie.
What's up? What? Sorry, someone had messaged me.
Did you catch what I had said?
No, I was sorry. I wasn't
The-
thinking you were talking.
As you are all heading out to leave, the AI will basically call out to Archie, though not knowing his name, and will say that
She would definitely know it. It would definitely know his name.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it just interfaced with him.
Fair enough.
He's not that kind of guy, you know.
Excuse me, Archibald.
Yes.
I noticed in one of the simulations you were rather fond of the sentry drones.
But yes, I thought they were pretty neat.
Perhaps I would be able to let you take a couple of them with you on your travels.
I was also fond of the big one.
Fortunately, those are much more difficult to maintain.
Well, I'll take you up on your offer of the drones, however.
All I ask in return is that you ensure those, or the other ones occupying this planet, do not endanger the facility. I do not mind if they study it. I would welcome the company.
You have my word.
Thank you, Archibald.
It's the least I could do after our adventure. No, I'm kidding.
And as you all enter the elevator, the doors close, and you are much more quickly than you would have thought possible brought back to the top of the facility. Waiting for you, Archibald. 2 familiar drones.
Oh,
I'm going to paste onto character storage because they are there now.
Yay!
And while not cobbled together out of scraps of old drones, one of them does appear to be in a moderate amount of disrepair. Perhaps the AI was unwilling to give 2 pristine models, or perhaps it was trying to emulate Archibald's decisions.
Archie walks. My friends.
They do not appear to vocally acknowledge.
I didn't expect it to.
They do not have personality cores.
Oh, hey,
Not
look.
yet.
It's
Beep,
Jerry
boop,
and
please
Scuffed
provide
Jerry.
Target.
What was that, Cal?
Beep boop, please provide target.
Pretty much.
Well, he'll activate his data pad and connect to them again.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Then, Jerry. Jerry, you still need repairing further.
Sure,
in the
makes no
meantime-
acknowledgement.
Let's get out of here.
Alrighty. You are able to return to the surface unaccosted. Passing by where the drones used to be, you find the chambers now empty, including the one where you were forced to kill them. It looks as though the bodies have been dragged off before anyone gets concerned that
That they got
this
back up.
was simulation as well.
Oh,
Also, motherfuckers still getting calls.
Oh, jeez.
well, it seems our mission is complete. And now that the emergency has passed, we can go collect our reward.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Our mission's complete, and now we can go get our reward.
Can't help but feel I've already received my reward.
Yeah, you got pretty personal with that AI.
Yeah, was it that good?
That is not what I meant.
Archibald, I shall assist with repairs, and I give you my word that I will not sabotage them.
I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe me?
You can assist me.
She nods.
All right. Well, shall we?
Upon reaching the facility yet again, the human that you had originally met with appears to have, well, become busy. One of the other Xanir, you're not sure if you've met it before or not, though it speaks as though it has met you before. It greets you and credits you for resolving whatever issue happened that disrupted their hive mind, and thanks you for it.
All in a day's work.
You're welcome.
They proceed to forward a message from Sandra. Plans have changed slightly, albeit in your favor. They feel entitled to repay you for your actions, but they don't have credits, only ore. You could simply take the ore back to Freedom with the spacesuit you originally came here for in hand, or you could follow a specific route of hyperlanes, somewhat circling around itself, and wait to be hailed for a ship for a quote-unquote job. The choice and a container of ore waiting by your ship is yours.
Perfect. Can we get that suit?
I believe the suit was already brought aboard your ship.
Excellent. Good.
Then we should not have any more delay. And we should also avoid that route with the anomaly.
What do you mean by that?
The ship in space.
Gotcha. Yep. I remember now.
Right.
So, you are able to board your ship perfectly fine and depart the planet just as well.
Archie will spend time during liftoff preparing Jerry.
Alright. Give me a repair roll.
Sasha will
Multiple times he will stop Sasha from attempting to install Asimov circuits in them.
Yes. And she will attempt. but not really subtly.
And
Alright.
I'll take the 8.
You are able to get Jerry in perfectly functioning form.
Cool. Is there anything I can improve on their systems at all?
Not right now. You would need parts to add to them. For
Gotcha.
what it's worth, these are sentry bots. And I will copy paste the stats for you. I
Sick.
think I have their attack macros correctly, but I'm unsure. Because it doesn't explicitly state.
Oh, I can fire both of them at the same time by doing that.
Yeah, but
If
I
select
think
them
I
both and
have...
get the common macros. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I have the math in there correctly, though. That's what I was saying. Anyway.
Yep.
I will ask the question now, as I do have much more planned, but it could also take quite a long time. Do we wish to continue for a bit, or stop here? As this is a somewhat decent endpoint.
Are we going on hiatus?
I will try to run the week after next, but it's at an iffy point where I don't know how busy my work will be at that point. I know next month and the 2 months after that will not be good. It's just the product of working catering, wedding season and all.
I had no idea that was wedding season.
Yeah, apparently.
Duck
Which is
season.
amusing because I'm not a fan of a lot of the catering food and I'm not a fan of weddings, so I don't really know why I'm doing this, but
I'd assume money.
you know, you would think that, but I really don't need the money either.
Well, what I would like to do then is maybe get to a solid point. Do you plan to pick it back up after that 3-month period of time?
Yes. I
Okay.
may revisit choices that I've made and reevaluate things, but the game in its spirit will be the same.
Then I'd say that this is probably a good point.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
It leaves us room for downtime RP if we wanted to do that,
Oh, yeah.
and things like that.
Also, for what it's worth, I have no reason to hide stats from other people, so there we go in the game chat.
And on that note, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back on Friday, and hope y'all have a good week until then, and after that, of course. But yeah, bye everyone.
No.
Super.